Alright guys, so this is a custom steel gutter that we got at Metal Central in Law, Arkansas. And it is going to be a seamed gutter. It's going to fit in just like this. And I figured I would take the time while we're installing a seamed gutter, because typically we don't install seamed gutters, but I wanted to show you from a professional standpoint how we would install a seamed gutter. If you're doing it yourself, if you're a DIY homeowner and you just, or maybe it's just your first time installing gutter and you don't have a seamless gutter machine, this is how, from a professional standpoint, how I would install a seamed gutter. We're gonna have one seam. It's gonna be right in the middle. A couple things to note: I want as few seams as possible because those seams will leak. Sealant does not last forever. But then also, as you slope a gutter, we really want to try to make high point be right where that seam is. That way water is not standing where that seam is, because if that seal breaks down, it'll leak there, where if it's shedding water away from it and then you don't have standing water, you're not going to have a constant drip. So those are really the two big notes. Other than that, let's just get into this thing. I'll show you the process and hopefully you can learn a little thing or two before you install your own gutters. The first thing to note, we're using these hidden hangers without the clip. They don't clip into the back of the gutter. Even if your style of gutter isn't this box style and you're using the traditional K-style gutter, I don't recommend the clip in the back because you're needing to tuck under the drip edge. What we don't have here, this isn't a standard installation for a residential property, but I don't like the clip. I like it like this, where the hanger's just kind of gonna sag in the gutter and you're gonna have to pick it up before you screw it in. And then these specifically are 2-inch with the 1/4-inch hex. So it's 2 inches long with a 1/4-inch hex. You can use 1.5 inches in length. And then we're using our impact driver. You can use a drill if that's what you have. We're using an extension bit or an extension chuck, and then a 1/4-inch hex bit. So, standard practice, if you're installing a gutter solo, we're going right to the center of my gutter, and I'm just wanting to tack. I'm not really caring about slope right now. I just need the gutter held into place and then I'll go to high point and make sure we'll start sloping it. So we're just starting with a tack. All right, and that gutter, it'll just hold with just one hanger. You'll be fine. This is an 11-foot section. We're gonna go to our high point side, and we're just gonna want the gutter to be pushed up as high as we can. This is where high point is, and we're gonna put a screw in. Now we're gonna take our level. This is just a torpedo level. A lot of people online will say, like, run a chalk line and drop the gutter so many inches per feet. That's not realistic because it assumes that the house is level. Homes aren't level. It's possible you can have a gutter pushed all the way up and it will slope hard that way or hard that way. You really don't know. So use a level. As we're looking at the level, I like to push it to the very back of the gutter and see how that level, the bubble is just touching the high point side line. So high point's over there. We're just touching that line. That's the perfect amount of slope. Now, every couple of feet, I would say that's what, like 4 feet-ish? That's fine. But I would say between 3 and 5 feet. If you're using a 5-inch gutter from Home Depot or Lowe's, it's a thinner gauge. Any of those gutters are thinner gauge. You need to check the slope closer together because they'll have a lot of bow in them. With this gutter, this is a nice thick 24 gauge steel gutter. So we could actually put a bar in between where we're checking slope. This thing is just sloping perfectly. It's right there on that line. Our tack in, and now this whole gutter, it's an 11-foot section, it's sloping good. We could go ahead and fasten this off. We're going to install the next half of this where the seam is, and then we'll fasten it all off at one time. All right, so the next part, we're going to install our second half of this seamed gutter system. But before we do, we want to lay a bead of seal. So I cut the top lip of the second part of the gutter. I also crimped the back. That might not be necessary. This is just a weird shaped gutter. And this gutter is going to slide into this other gutter. So it slides inside, and so you need to cut that top lip just so it clears that top lip. But before we slide it in, we want to make sure that it's all sealed up. The sealant that I like to use, GeoCell 2320 gutter and seam sealant. There's some other seam sealants. Honestly, the one that I find I like the best at hardware stores, I think it's Amerex. It's a gold tube. I might be saying that wrong. I'll put a link to it. You find it at Home Depot, and it's really similar to GeoCell 2320. If it's not GeoCell or the Amerex or whatever, like I said, link down below. I would find a supplier where you could get this, or you could order a tube online, probably Amazon. But the GeoCell 2320 is just a really long-lasting, good tripolymer sealant that it does not leak for a very long time. This is covering about 6 inches, so I'm gonna do a pretty healthy bead of sealant in here underneath where that new gutter is gonna slide into. Just go all the way up and down. I'm doing 2 layers here. You don't want to get too close to the edge because you don't want the sealant to seep out. Okay. We're going to call that good. All right, taking our next gutter. And we're going to slide it into place. Okay. So it's good, it's there. Slide. Now we should be good there. Perfect. We're looking really good. Remember, this is just your first tack screw. Okay, so now it's time to fit our seam together. And what you can use one of 2 things. On this, I'm using Pop Rivets, specifically just because they are more, they blend a little better. So with a seamed gutter, you don't see a screw. The Pop Rivet will just blend. It's a lot flatter to the surface. This is typically what we install. It's a 1/4 inch hex zip screw. Essentially, it's just a colored and smaller version of the hanger screw. But we are using the Pop Rivet, and you just want to go, I like to start from the bottom. And you just want to put a couple holes. I like to really focus on spacing and try to be as even as possible. Okay, so the bottom's good. I'm gonna go ahead and put my Pop Rivet in there. Now we're going to go ahead and put a Pop Rivet. I think I need one right here. With a K-style gutter, it's going to be a little bit different positioning. You definitely want to go start at the bottom because it pulls the gutter up and tight, and then work your way forward. Or upward, sorry. Now we got one there, and then I'm gonna put one right in the lip right here. Woo. I'm actually using one of these long hanger screws, and I'm going through the back of the gutter just to hold this all together. If you don't put a screw in the back where the seam is, where that sealant is, with expansion contraction through the summer and through the winter, that seal will actually bust. So you want a screw here. All right. Now it's time to lay our official seal. A lot of our seal pushed off to the side here. I like to wet my finger. You saw I just spit on it. And then rub it. Just like so. I like to go in both directions. Okay, but that's just for that access seal that came off the back. I actually want to apply a seal that goes all the way to the top. I'm going to go ahead and cover that screw hole, but I want it to be apparent that there's a screw, because when you go to remove these, you want to know where the screw is, or if you do, but you do want to have sealant around it, and then that way it doesn't leak through. Get you a healthy bead of sealant. Cover the whole seam, and then dab. I'm gonna dab my rivets. Could be screws in your case. Louise. Okay, and then again, lick your fingers. Get that excess spit off there. And then you're just gonna rub that sealant. You want it to, don't be scared of getting a little seal on you, it's okay, you can rub it on the hanger. But you want it to, one, be flat, and two, touch a lot of the metal surface. And that way, it goes to expansion contraction as the gutter shrinks and expands through the seasons. It doesn't do it a lot, but it does do it. You want that seal to be able to hold strong through the seasons. So, Louise, can you hand me a crocodile cloth? I'm gonna need like a few. All right, so with a K-style gutter, it's a little easier to get in there. You can see this made a mess. I like to use these crocodile cloths. You can find these at Home Depot also. Just keep your hands kind of clean. You want to be careful not to get this stuff on the outside of the gutter, because it does not like to come off once it's applied, just because it's a super good sealant. So
for real,
that was like a juggling act. All right, we got our seal now. Let's go ahead and slope this gutter out. This one can be dropped down a little bit, so we're gonna remove the screw. I'm gonna go ahead, slope this out, tack everything. We're not going over how to do downspouts in this video, as this install doesn't get that, but I think that's a different topic. I think whenever it comes to DIY gutter installation, the biggest thing to focus on is slope. And like I said, don't use a string or a chalk line. You just use a level and just have that bubble just touch that line, just kissing the line. It just needs a little nudge to push water down to the downspout. Once you get to a downspout, level the gutter out there so it's going slightly up towards the end cap. You don't want water pooling at the end cap. And then where your seal is, where your pieces overlap, lay a bead of sealant. GeoCell 2320 is preferred. and then really flatten out your seal at the top and make sure it covers a lot of surface on the gutter, and you guys will have a very successful gutter install if you do those things. Thanks for watching. We just got our custom steel box gutter installed above this patio. We didn't do the tile. I don't like the tile, but the tile's here. So we're gonna go ahead and throw some water on this patio and just do a flow test, see how our gutter works. I might have thrown that too far. There we go. She coming?
Mm-hmm. Nice.
She's flowing. Precision flow.